Welcome to this YouTube channel of K-Leaders. I'm Francis Chan. There are increasing demands for setting up of charities in Hong Kong these days, and I would like to take this opportunity to share with you my knowledge and experience on this subject. In the screen, you can see that the number of charities set up and the donations received are on the uptrend. To facilitate the public to understand more on how to set up a charities and to enhance compliance, the Inland Revenue to issue a guideline, and you can download a copy at their websites. Charity is a non-profit making organization, but a voluntary or non-profit making organization is not necessarily a charity. Section 88 of the Inland Revenue Ordinance do provide tax exemption to charities, but not to voluntary or non-profit making organizations. In case law, charitable purposes can be classified into 4 heads. They are relief of poverty, advancement of education, advancement of religions, and other purposes of a charitable nature beneficial to the Hong Kong community not falling under the above 3 items. This means that the first 3 items, the activities can be conducted anywhere in the world. These are the 5 common types of setup of charities in Hong Kong. Trust may be a common form in your jurisdiction, but not in Hong Kong. The reason behind may be because of the cost in setting up a trust. The lawyer may spend the time to set up the trust structure and also the trust deed. More importantly, trust is not a separate legal entity and does not enjoy limited liability. So assets under the trust cannot be registered in the name of the trust, but in the name of the trustee. So if the trustee disappeared or died, it may involve very complicated procedures to transfer the trust assets back to the trust or to the new trustee. Society does not enjoy limited liability too, because it is not a separate legal entity. It is the simplest form, but it is not a preferred option. So the most common form of setup these days are the company limited by guarantee. To register a society, you need to go to the Hong Kong Police Licensing Office and register within 1 month after the society has been set up. The society must have at least 3 individuals to be the office bearer, and these individuals have to leave their Hong Kong contact details so that the police can contact them in Hong Kong easily when needed. Provided that all documentation can be provided to the satisfaction of the police, it takes approximately 12 working days to register a society. I would like to share with you in this video 6 key features of a company limited by guarantee. Company name. Amongst the various types of setup in Hong Kong, company limited by guarantee is the only type of company that can apply to company registry to dispense with the word limited in its company name. Since the registry needs to look at the historical activities of the company when considering the application, so a newly set up charity may not be able or may not be that easy to get the approval. Directors. The company limited by guarantee must have at least 2 directors, and they must be individuals. Profits of a company limited by guarantee cannot be distributed to members, and all surplus assets of the charity upon liquidation must go to some other charities and cannot be go to the members. Liability of members are limited to those amount that they guaranteed, normally in the amount of $100 Hong Kong, and they do not need to pay that amount until the liquidator asks them to do so. For companies limited by guarantee, they must submit their audit accounts together with the annual return. So it is advisable for you to agree with your auditors for the timing to issue the audit accounts so as to meet with the filing deadline of the annual return. In the guideline issued by the Inland Revenue, it says that there must be 6 courses included in the Article of Association. They are object course that the charity has to follow. The charity funds must apply according to the objects. Assets and income of the charity cannot be distributed to the members. Directors cannot receive remuneration. Directors with material interests must disclose and cannot vote at the resolutions concerned. And lastly, assets of the charity upon dissolution cannot go to the members and must go to the charity as defined in the articles. Provided that all documentation can be provided to the satisfaction of the authorities, it takes approximately 4 to 6 weeks for the company registry to approve the application, and it takes 4 to 6 months for the Inland Revenue to approve the Section 88 tax exemption. Hope that all these can help you to understand more about setting up a charity in Hong Kong, and thank you for your kind heart to contribute to the Hong Kong societies. Thank you for reading this video. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give us a like and subscribe and share with your friends. Look forward to your continued support. See you next time. Bye-bye.